Any mention for unlisted matter? Any mention for unlisted matter? From supplementary list, item number 1.
May it please your Lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, this PIL is against the illegal transportation of coal from Meghalaya to Bangladesh, Lordship. What has happened, Lordship, is some challans has been issued to the private respondent, Madam. On the basis of that challan, what he is doing, he's taking out mining, doing mining, and he's taking the coal and mixing it with the coal which he has brought from outside, from Jharkhand, and then he's transporting it to Bangladesh.
Lordship, what is the route of transportation?
Through trucks, Lordship.
No, what is the route?
Route, Lordship, would find, I have just given in, Lordship, may kindly see page number, the petition, Lordship, page number 50. I have given that, Lordship. From Paharigram, Rongding,
and where according to you is
Jagitrim to Gosaigaon.
Where is according to you is the illegal mining going on?
Nagaul area. Nagaul area.
Where is that? Which district?
Lordship, that district, Lordship, probably in West Garo Hills, Lordship. East Garo Hills, Lordship.
East Garo.
East Garo Hills. Nagaur, I'm not sure which district, Lordship.
Where is it, Mr. Advocate? Which district?
South Garo Hills, my friend has stated, in paragraph 12, South Garo Hills.
South Garo. South Garo there is.
Yes, there are two allegations, if I can say, my lord, there are two allegations have been made against the respondent number 11. One is that he has got the auction coal in by CIL. On 5th December, auction has taken place. He has got 3,950 metric ton of auction coal in
the auction which has been conducted pursuant to previously mined coal.
Yes, previously mined.
Very good.
That is one part. And second,
that is not an allegation.
He says that what I see in that allegation is that locally mined coal is being mixed in that. That is
very well, very well. So we are only interested in the locally mined coal.
Yes.
According to you,
yes, sir.
There is no locally mined coal
yes,
now.
Sir. Yes, sir.
According to you also,
yes,
if newspaper reports are to be believed, scientific mining will start.
Yes,
it has not yet started.
Yes, sir.
So now you have to confirm whether there is any mining at this place or not.
Yes, yes, sir.
If it is, God help you.
Yes, sir. That every
we already put all the SPs, all the district magistrates on notice.
Yes, sir.
They will lose their jobs.
Yes, sir.
If that is the last thing we have to do,
yes,
they will lose their jobs.
Yes, sir. Yes. Lordship, only two things which I want.
Only thing we have to verify is whether there was, right now when you go there will be none.
Yes.
Whether there is any apparatus, whether there is any machinery,
yes, sir,
which was capable of illegally mining coal in that area in the recent past.
Yes, sir.
Lordship, may I just indicate, Lordship?
Two more facts, my Lord.
Yes. We haven't heard him.
Yes,
we'll hear him and then we'll call upon you. We're just, yes. And then it passes from there. Do you know the route?
Yes, Lordship. Lordship, may kindly see page number 35A.
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 Yes.
Lordship, this is the e-way bill, Lordship. The modus operandi, Lordship.
Yes.
Now, Lordship, may kindly see the place of dispatch. It is given as Jagittim.
And where is this place, Mr.
Lordship? It cannot be
Jagittim? Come to page 35A. Where is Jagittim?
It's not there in my paper book, my Lord.
It's just towards the end. Yeah, just that page that you have opened.
This one, no?
That page that you have opened.
Yes.
Place of dispatch you'll find on the column. It will be about the 7th or 8th row.
Yes, Lordship. And 16th January 2023 e-way bill.
Forget that.
Yes.
Place of dispatch is Jagittim.
Yes,
place of delivery is Gaswapara.
Yes, Lord.
Gaswapara is in South Garo.
Yes, Lordship.
Gaswapara is between on the way from Tura to Bagmara.
Yes, Lordship.
And Gaswapara, there is illegal mining going on over there. There are dumped coal over there. No one has to tell me otherwise.
Yes,
because I have physically seen it.
Yes, Lordship.
So
this place of dispatch is This probably, subject to correction, my lord, probably this is because if I see this, coal of Indian origin, it says coal of Indian origin. So possibly, subject to correction, my lord, this is the auction coal.
Jagittim, do you know, is there a place called Jadigittim?
That I am not aware of, my lord.
Where is the EA bill?
This is the.
Have you annexed a copy of the EA bill?
Yes, Your Lordship, you kindly see, this is annexure, from annexure D it starts.
Page.
Page number 32, these are the road challans that he has given. (32, 33), Lordship, how he has been doing it?
32
it starts, 33, Lordship.
32 shows nothing. It shows the
33, Lordship.
Nongali Bibra Coal Association has issued a road challan.
Yes. So now page number 33, Lordship, this is the delivery challan. What he does, he is selling it to some Sanjeev Sangma. Then he has given this challan.
Page 33 if you come.
Yes, Lordship.
33 shows Jadigittim South Garovale.
Yes.
Delivery challan.
Yes, my Lord.
Delivery challan has been issued by Marak Coal Syndicate
Yes, my Lord.
to Sanjeev something. Dispatch date is so and so, 12 metric ton.
12 metric ton.
Yes.
So these are one of the challans. So what he is doing, he is basically, with the help of the order which he has got, auctioning that coal from Coal India Limited, what he is doing on the basis of these challans, and he is just using this page number 36, coal sold under Supreme Court order. He just pastes this in front of the vehicle, and then this page number 36. What he does, he just pastes this kind of papers in front of the vehicle, and he just transports the coal which he has mined from his mine in Nanong. So, Lordship, this is the motion notice appraisal.
Just a second, don't get so excited.
Man.
Go about coolly, we'll be able to get the facts. You know the facts, you have to explain the facts to us, and we have to understand it. So, what is the modus operandi? So, let's say he is getting, let's say 10 kg coal in the proper channel through auction.
Yes.
He is also buying 20 kg coal from the illegal market. And then he is transporting the coal
Yes,
together. What is the evidence that you have?
But this, my Lord, page number 35A, because apparently in
Page number 35A.
that he could not have dispatches from that area, Lordship.
How much has he purchased at the auction?
Lordship, 3,590 metric tons.
So there must be a proper challan that he's got?
Yes, Lordship, but he has not used the challan. I am coming to
Just
that.
a second.
Lordship.
Now he has every time 3,900 metric ton cannot be removed by one truck.
No.
How many trucks? What is average will be about 10 to 12 metric ton per truck?
But truck, Lordship.
So therefore he will need at least 390 trucks.
390 trucks.
He will need about 390 trucks or 350 trucks, let us say.
Yes, Lordship.
Now, whenever he is getting delivery like that, there will be a challan issued.
Yes, Lordship.
And records maintained.
Yes, Lordship.
And where has he purchased it from? Which depot?
Depot number 11.
Which is where?
Which is in Tura.
In Tura.
Yes, the near Tura, Lordship.
It's like Pathar, Gitim, South Garovale.
Near about Tura. Because, Lordship, what has happened, Lordship may kindly see the order. There is a specific date given through which he can use the challans. Lordship may kindly, I'll just satisfy Lordship. Lordship may kindly see the order which you have given.
Who are you?
My Lord, you. But I am the person, my Lord. I have been looking, I'm an environmentalist, Lordship, and I have been involved in this from last 10 years, Lordship. So I have been informing the authorities that these are kind of things which is happening.
This is completely false, my lord. He is 22 years old, 12th pass. and 10 years from age 12 he is doing environmental work.
that is-
He has said so in his own affidavit.
Yes, my lord. But I have been doing all this. I have been given, environments are doing pair number 2, pair number 3, pair number 4 and pair number 5.
10 years you're doing it, you're age 22.
22.
Lordship, I have been involved in this, Lordship.
From age 12 you're involved.
15 years, my lord. 15, age 15, my lord. Because I have been doing it. Yes, my lord.
Very good.
No, this is not proxy
At age
litigation, my lord.
15 you have the ability to understand what is being smuggled, what is legal, what is illegal.
Since, Lordship, I have been doing it from a long time, and I have been informing the
How can it be
authority.
for a long time? If you're only age 22, how can it be for a long time?
Lordship, I am doing it from around minimum of 7-8 years, Lordship.
Minimum 7-8 years takes you to age 14-15.
Lordship.
Can you imagine a 14-year-old, 15-year-old being involved in such a thing, being aware which is legal, which is illegal,
Lordship,
being aware of the modus
The thing
operandi?
is that I am basically from Guwahati. So I have been doing all
And
these.
you've been coming from Guwahati to South Garo Hills to monitor all this?
Lordship, because from there I have been making applications and have been going to the authorities and I have been saying that these kind of things are happening. But nothing, the authorities are not taking any action.
Not a single letter, Miller, not a single letter, straight away PIL. Straight away, not a single complaint to the state government that this has happened.
Anyway, we'll look at his credentials later, but
Yes, Lord.
you first ascertain what is happening.
Yes, sir.
Now, how is the Mr.
My lord, Customs is a party, my lord.
Yes,
And Coal Controller and Ministry of Coal is also party, my lord.
yes.
So as of now,
The Coal India Limited is selling the coal.
my lord.
So we'll make Coal India Limited a party. The auction coal is being sold through Coal India Limited.
Yes, my lord.
So what is the methodology adopted by Coal India Limited in the sale? Say for instance, I'm selling.
My lord.
I will, you have bid the highest, I've sold it in your favor. It is at a particular depot and you will make requests to me that you make the payment, and upon your making payment, I will issue release orders or challans against which you will send transport,
Yes.
and there will be a complete record of all this.
Yes, Lord.
And also whether this is permittable to export it to Bangladesh. That is another aspect, my lord.
That's a different thing. We are not going into that.
My lord.
That is a different thing. If it is, why will it not be permissible to, is there a prohibition?
No,
No provision.
No, so we are not even going to that.
My lord.
Coal from Jharkhand can be done, coal from Nagaland can be done, coal from elsewhere can be exported, coal from Meghalaya can be. The only thing is that we have no difficulty in the auctioned coal being exported to Bangladesh.
Right.
Except that the allegation is that he is using auction as a prop, as a front. As far as we understand is that he is taking 10 kg from auction and maybe 100 kg from the black market and the illegal market, and that's why he is using the subterfuge of coal sold under Supreme Court order. This he should not. Is the private respondent represented?
No, my lord, notice has to go, my lord. What I see, my lord, I have got the copy of the challan, because this issue was examined by Justice Kataki, that how this coal has to be transported from the auction site to anywhere else. Now, the Justice Kataki has said, and in fact directed, a GPS device, RFID tag fitted in vehicle should be kept in active in all times. Route has to be defined, that what is the route? Pathar Gitam, Rongdig out, and then Gaswapara to Bangladesh. This is the route is also defined.
export.
For export. This, for example, this depot number 11 is at Pathar Gitam. And from Pathar Gitam, what route has to be followed? That is
Pathagitam.
Pathar is, it is there in the writ petition only. my lord.
Pathagitam is probably the same thing as Jadigitam.
Pathar Gitam is depot number 11 located at Pathar Gitam. What my friend has said in paragraph 12 at page 8, my lord. So this is, we will reply and we will respond to whether any illegally locally mined, because a strict protocol has been laid down by Justice Kataki to be followed. Whether that protocol is being violated or anything is there, because my friend has not placed anything except for a bald allegation that there is mixing up. That's
My
all.
lord, may I just point out, Lordship, for the sake, but page number 52, Lordship, maybe 52. This is the order which you have obtained, Lordship. Lordship, the period of transportation, page number 52, Point number 6. The last page.
52.
Last page, Lordship.
This is Annexure G.
Annexure G, Lordship. Point number 6, that is the order from the Coal India Limited. The award,
The period allowed for transportation is?
9/12/2022 to 8/1/2023.
Yes.
Now, Lordship would see page number 35, 35A. Lordship may see the date, 16/1/2023. Apparent violation, Lordship.
Where is that?
Lordship, this
16/1
16/1/2023
to 17/1.
to 17/1. Apparent violation, Lordship.
Where is the vehicle identified?
Vehicle has to be identified, my lord, in each case.
Now, in the e-way bill, there is no vehicle number.
No vehicle number.
And this e-way bill appears to have been issued by the mines royalty inspector at Gasogala checkpost. Directorate of Mineral Resources. And which is the party?
That GST number of the supplier, George Marak.
E-way bill cannot be issued.
E-way bill cannot be issued by the inspector. It is probably entry of e-way bill number so and so. First column, if the lordship will see, page 35A. E-way bill number so and so. E-way bill date 16th, my lord.
Yes.
So these are the e-way bill number generated by the custom or the GST authorities, my lord, and he is making the entries.
You say this is a type copy, where is the original?
Pen number 35, page number 35.
It bears a
Barcode also, my lord.
Barcode is also there.
it bears a stamp of the Department of Mineral Resources, Government of Meghalaya.
This is counter for some different purpose by.
My lord, we will check what is this exactly, this
Very
My lord, I don't have this copy of 35, that has to be.
Please give it to him immediately. Please give him a petition
Yes,
which is
Lordship.
right now, please.
Right now, yes, Lordship.
The state, the coal controller and the customs authorities are represented upon service, full stop. All the non-appearing respondents, particularly the private respondent number 11 should be served immediately, full stop. Copies of this order should also be forwarded to the non-appearing respondents, paragraph. A copy of this petition along with a copy of this order should also be served on Coal India Limited. It has an office over here
All India, no, my lord. Guwahati there was.
in Guwahati.
Respondent number 8 is Coal India, my lord.
Oh, respondent number 8.
No.
Ministry of Coal.
That's Ministry of Coal, not Coal India Limited. On Coal India Limited, in view of the reasons indicated hereafter, paragraph. At the outset, it must be recorded that there are serious doubts as to the motive of the petitioner, who claims to be a 22-year-old and working in
The environment sector.
What environmentalist?
public interest against open quote illegal destruction of environment full stop. Have some water with you. Warm water. Do you want to try this? Paragraph, the petitioner claims that despite the present complete prohibition in place as to mining of coal in the state of Meghalaya, illegal mining continues unabated. Full stop. The petitioner claims that the transporters of illegally mined coal in the state are involved in the purchase of the previously mined coal under orders of court and using the coal purchased at the auction as a front to carry on their illegal business of mining and transporting coal from the state. The petitioner makes out a case that the entirety of the coal is being exported to Bangladesh. Full stop. Paragraph. It may do well to recall two essential facts. Full stop. It is the consistent and avowed stand of the state of Meghalaya that at the moment there is no mining of coal in the state. Full stop. It is the further stand of the state that applications for scientific mining of coal have been forwarded to the appropriate authorities, appropriate ministry of the Union, and permission and complete permission has yet to be received for commencement of scientific mining of coal in the state. Full stop. The illegal mining of coal in the state was first noticed by the National Green Tribunal and pursuant to orders passed from or about the year 2016, which were later upheld and ratified by the Supreme Court, there is a complete ban of mining of coal other than by scientific method upon obtaining due license in this state. Full stop. No license for scientific mining of coal has yet been issued, though some preliminary permissions have recently been granted. Full stop. Commencement of scientific mining of coal has not taken place. Full stop. Paragraph. Pursuant to orders of the NGT and the Supreme Court, the previously illegally mined coal was to be auctioned off no meaningful steps were taken by the state in such regard for a considerable period, which aided in illegal mining resurfacing on a large scale, and the dumped coal and the recently mined coal being passed off as previously mined coal, full stop. Pursuant to orders passed in suo motu proceedings instituted by this court, a methodology is now in place for the previously mined coal to be auctioned, and the entirety of the previously mined coal is expected to be auctioned by the end of this year, by the end of this calendar year. Full stop. According to the petitioner, the private respondent number 11 is engaged in illegal mining of coal in the South Garo Hills district or thereabouts. Full stop. The petitioner claims that the respondent number 11 has purchased approximately 3,900 metric ton,
3,590.
approximately 3,500 metric ton of the previously illegally mined coal from depot number 11 in the South Garo Hills through the mechanism put in place pursuant to orders of this court in the suo motu proceedings under the aegis of Justice B.P. Katake, bracket retired, full stop. The actual auction has been conducted, the actual auctions are being conducted by Coal India Limited. Full stop. Paragraph. There is no doubt that when any of the previously illegally mined coal is being auctioned, a delivery challan is issued, and challans are issued to individual trucks for transporting the coal from the relevant depot to wherever the purchaser wants the same to be delivered. There can be no doubt that, in the backdrop of the suspicion of continued illegal mining of coal in the state, appropriate measures have been put in place by Justice Katake to ensure that the coal purchased at the auctions is not mixed up with the illegally mined coal, to facilitate the transportation of the illegally mined coal, if any, present illegally mined coal, both places. Full stop. Paragraph. The petitioner refers to an e-way bill apparently issued what is the date?
16/1/2023.
On January 16, 2023, by the Department of Mineral Resources, Government of Meghalaya, allowing certain quantity of coal to be transported, full stop. The petitioner submits that the relevant e-way bill could not have been issued in connection with the coal purchased in the auction at depot number 11 by the respondent number 11, since a notice dated December 21, 2022 issued by the Office of the Deputy Commissioner, South Garo Hills indicated that the period allowed for transportation of the coal purchased at the auction would be December 9, 2022 to January 8, 2023. Full stop. Paragraph. The petitioner also refers to a writing, a copy whereof appears at page 36 of the petition, which is apparently prominently displayed on the trucks carrying coal, on the trucks engaged by the respondent number 11 for transportation of coal, full stop. It reads, open quote, coal sold under Supreme Court order, full stop, close quote. The petitioner claims that by pasting the aforesaid material on the windshield of the truck carrying illegally mined coal, the respondent number 11 has resorted to daylight robbery, full stop. The petitioner claims that along with the delivery of a part of the coal purchased at the auction, recently illegally mined coal is being transported through the same trucks by displaying the aforesaid banner or notice. Full stop. Paragraph. The state denies all the allegations and says that no particulars have been furnished. The state also questions the credentials of the petitioner and says that there is no complaint or even a letter issued by the petitioner to any state authority before directly approaching this court by the petition purportedly filed in public interest. Full stop. Paragraph. For a start, the state will immediately report on whether there is any illegal mining in or around the South Garo Hills district in any manner or form, or whether any machinery or the like exists or is in place for it to infer that a recent illegal mining, coal mining, a recent illegal mining activity has been conducted at any place. Full stop. The state will conduct a thorough search in such regard on a scientific basis and indicate the preliminary position when the matter appears next on, what is Monday's date? On February 6, 2023. Full stop. Coal India Limited should be represented on the next adjourned date. And both Coal India Limited and the state should indicate the procedure adopted for the transportation of the previously mined coal, particularly to ensure that the challans issued in such regard are not misused for the purpose of transporting recently illegally mined coal in the state. Full stop. Paragraph, affidavit directions may follow after the preliminary report on the search is received. Full stop. Yes? If there's nothing, we throw them out.
Yes, sir. Coal sold under Supreme Court order, that sticker is part of, because what happens, my lord, if any coal is carried out, there is no scientific mining as of now. So there is a suspicion that it is illegally coal mined. So Justice Kataki's procedure or that protocol, probably that part is there, my lord, we will place it on Monday.
That can be there, but that has to be backed by papers.
Yes, sir, we will place that.
The state will also finally report on the veracity of the e-way bill which appears at page 35 of the petition.
35A.
35.
35, my lord, 35 is the photocopy, and it bears, right now I can see some vehicle number also at the left.
You will indicate that.
Yes.
And whatever assistance you can render, even beyond what may be expected of your clients.
I'll see one more, 7th will not, because by 6th we will collect all the information. 7th is Sumoto Kohli is also coming.
7th.
Highly.
Item number 2.
My lord, in this case,
Yes,
my lord, in this case, there is a delay of 198 days, my lord.
very well. You're ready with the appeal right now? Who on the other side?
I'm appealing for the state, but then we were on the same side before the single judgment. So this is a private respondent.
Has not been served.
No, my lord. It is
Private respondent has to be served even for condonation. It has to be in his presence.
Not
He is
easy.
entitled to object to it
My lord.
and condone it without, let the private respondent be served and informed that the matter will appear a week hence. in the event the delay is condoned, the appeal is likely to be taken up immediately.
Obliged.
Inform the private respondent accordingly.
My lord.
Item number 3.
Yes.
Please, Your Lordship. Lordship, have gone through the,
Sorry?
my learned friend was relying on the judgment passed by this honorable court. So, Your Lordship, on basis of which there were 2 advertisements, on the first advertisement, the appellant is within the age limit. In accordance with her date of birth, it's for,
Tell us the facts. We don't know the facts.
I know, I'm just referring to the date of birth is 14/5/1979, and the first advertisement was published on 7/5/2019, Lordship, which was within the age limit, Your Lordship. And the second advertisement, all applications and candidates which had filed on the first advertisement was considered for the second advertisement. So, Lordship, the case is that she was still within the age limit at the first advertisement, which she is at 39 years.
Where do we get the age limit from? Show us the advertisements. Show us the 2 advertisements first.
Is that page 29, Your Lordship?
Page 29. Which page 29?
Page 29 of the, page 43, my lord, page 43. 43, Lordship, sorry. Well, this is the first advertisement, it is a translated copy.
Which one are we looking at?
Page 43.
Donkam Nonggikai. That one.
My lord. My lord, here what has happened? My lord, if I
Just a second, let us look at the
my lord. 43.
qualification, class 12, 45%. What is DEIED? Diploma.
Yes,
Then
Lord.
B.Ed.
My lord.
What does it mean? Is there an English translation?
This is a translated copy, my lord. It was in,
49 is a direct copy, not a translated copy.
49 is the second advertisement, my lord.
Where is the first? You said 49.
I said 43, my lord.
43.
43.
One teacher is required at so-and-so, can be or must be residents of this village. Qualification should be class 12 pass, 45% and having so-and-so. Last date of application will be 10th May at the office of written test on salary. There is no age limit indicated over
No, my
here.
lord. Both the advertisements, my lord. There's no age limit.
And where is the second?
Page 48. 48 is the
Now,
translated.
is there any government rule? This is a government aided.
My lord, is a government aided school.
Now, is there any government rule?
My lord.
Which provides for minimum age or
My lord,
maximum
there is,
age?
my lord. There
Where
is.
is that?
My lord, page 54 of the writ petition, my lord, of the appeal. This
Page
communication.
Page 54.
54, my lord. On the basis of this, my lord has decided a similar case.
$35 plus 5 for scheduled caste,
My lord.
35 plus 3 for OBC.
OBC.
As on the, and what was the last date of the application?
My lord, here, first advertisement, my lord, in the first
Simple
advertisement,
question we asked.
my lord. Lordship is talking about the second advertisement, my lord.
Yes.
23rd, first advertisement, it was 23rd January 2022.
First, just a second.
My lord. I'm sorry, my lord, the second advertisement, it was 23rd January 2020.
First advertisement was published when?
It was published on 7/5/2019. On the 7/5/2019, the first advertisement.
7/5/2019.
2019.
Second advertisement,
On 16 July 2020.
16 July
2020.
2020. All right. There is no reason why the first advertisement was cancelled.
My lord, there is, my lord.
What is the reason?
My lord, the first advertisement was, in the advertisement it stated that only applicants from a particular village can apply.
All right.
Objections were raised by an ex-student that this is a violation, a clear violation, as it is a clear violation of Article 14 and 16 of the Constitution. Subsequent to which, the second advertisement came into place.
Second advertisement, let us see.
Page 48,
Where is the translation?
48.
Submission of application on 23/1. Very good. Now page 54. Upper age limit for appointment to government aided school is 35 plus 3 for scheduled caste, 35 plus 3 for OBC. So generally for general category it will be 35.
35.
And for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe it will be 40.
40.
And for others it will be 38. OBC will be 38.
my lord.
So then,
So, my lord, the entire selection process was carried out on the
just a
basis.
second. Very good. Now, what was the date of your client as at 23rd? What is the date of birth of your client?
14/5/1979, Your Lordship.
14/5/1979.
Yes, Your Lordship.
So on 23rd of January 2020, what was her age?
On the first advertisement, Your Lordship, she
Forget that. We are asking you on 23rd of January 2020, what was her age? She was, her age was more than 40.
40. Yes, Your Lordship.
More than 40.
Yes.
So she could not have qualified.
Yes, Your Lordship, but the first advertisement, application made in the first advertisement was accepted for all the candidates who took part.
Is there anyone who is more than 40 years old, more than the prescribed age at page 54, who has got admission?
No, Your Lordship.
Then?
My Lordship, the application made on the first advertisement was accepted for the second. Because on the second advertisement, the application was no longer, it was carried forward from the first advertisement to the second.
And this, let us see what was the date given for the original advertisement. Page 43. Tenth May 2019. What is the order passed? Where is the order?
Page 128.
Page
128, my Lord.
148.
128. 128.
Accepting the appointment of, you are not the writ petitioner.
No. I am the writ petitioner, my Lord.
You are the writ
My
petitioner.
Lord.
And who are you?
I am the private respondent.
No, who are you?
My Lord, I am the writ petitioner, my Lord. I am the beneficiary of the order, my Lord. I had challenged the appointment in the writ court, my Lord.
Who is for the school?
They will not represent in the writ court, in spite of notice being served, they were not present, my lord. And now, my lord,
Very good. Now have you served?
my lord, he is there, the president is there along with the appellant, with the private respondent. We have preferred the appeal.
The school has also preferred an appeal.
Yes, the president of the managing committee.
That's same as the schools,
Yes.
yes. Who was the respondent number 6?
She's the appellant number 1.
Appellant number.
So how can you even maintain the appeal? How can you maintain the appeal? No appearance was made in spite of notice. How can you maintain the appeal?
Your lordship before the could be law.
You cannot maintain the appeal. You did not contest the proceedings. No? No need to interfere. Is the present deputy, is the defaulting candidate. There is no doubt that there is a mass favoritism.
My lord, even in the mark sheet also, my lord,
When this court is speaking for you,
my lord, lordship.
you have to keep quiet.
My lord, my apologies, lordship.
The appeal, thank you, will impose some costs on you. The appeal has been preferred by the 6th respondent to the writ petition who, despite service of the writ petition, chose not to be represented before the writ court, and by the president of the managing committee of the relevant school, full stop, paragraph. In the writ petition, the appointment of the first appellant herein, bracket, the respondent number 6 to the writ petition, bracket close, was challenged on the ground that she was overaged and that she was unfairly favored on account of her being the daughter of an erstwhile secretary, and despite the present secretary of the managing committee opposing the move. Full stop. On an assessment of the facts comma, the writ court found that the managing committee had bent backwards in favoring the first appellant and in persuading the state to accept the appointment of the first appellant despite the state's initial objection that the first appellant was clearly overaged. Full stop. Paragraph. An initial advertisement was issued for the post by the relevant government-aided school on May 7, 2019, inviting applications by May 10, 2019, full stop. The qualifications of the candidates, of the qualifications necessary for the post were indicated, and it was also specified that candidates had to be residents of the village in which the school was situated. Paragraph. It appears that an objection was raised regarding the candidates being limited to the relevant village, whereupon a fresh notice was issued on July 16, 2020, inviting applications for the post on similar qualifications without the residential qualification being repeated. Pursuant to the subsequent advertisement, applications were to be received by January 23, 2020. Full stop. In the selection process that was conducted, pursuant to the receipt of applications following the second advertisement, the writ petitioner claimed that the first appellant herein had been unduly favored and her name was recommended for appointment, but it is not necessary to go into such aspect of the matter, since it is evident that the first appellant herein was clearly ineligible to apply for the post on account of being overaged as at the last date for submission of applications. Full stop. Paragraph. There is no dispute that in respect of government-aided schools in this state, the age limit for joining a post is 35 years for general category candidates, 35 plus 5 years for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe candidates, and 35 plus 3 for other backward caste candidates. Full stop. The same is evident from a communication issued by the Director of School Education and Literacy, Government of Meghalaya, dated June 23, 2010, full stop. In a recent judgment of this court in WP, where is that case?
My Lord, WA number 9 of 2020,
In WA number 9 of 2020,
Srimati Manjushree Datta versus Sujata Devroy and others.
get the cause title in brackets, rendered on
28 Feb 2022.
February 28, 2022, the position as to age on the basis of the said communication has been accepted, full stop, thus, no person not meeting the age qualification requirements as per the relevant as per the said communication of, not relevant, as per the said communication of June 23, 2010, can be permitted to join any post, a teaching post at a government-aided school. Paragraph. The petitioner's date of birth, the first appellant's date of birth is May 14, 1979. As at January 23, 2020, which was the last date for the receipt of applications pursuant to the second advertisement, the petitioner, the first appellant, a scheduled tribe candidate, had attained the age of 40, full stop. As such, the first appellant herein was not eligible to apply for the post, far less be recommended for selection, therefore, full stop. Paragraph. The appellants assert that since the original advertisement indicated that the last date of receipt of applications thereunder was May 10, 1979, and the first appellant was below the upper age limit as on such date, her candidature ought to have been considered, her candidature was rightly considered, full stop. It is also the case of the appellants that the managing committee of the relevant school considered all the applications that had been received pursuant to the first advertisement, full stop. Paragraph. There is no doubt in this case that upon the second advertisement being issued, the first advertisement stood cancelled, full stop. The matter may be appreciated if viewed from a different perspective. It is possible that there may have been a minimum age qualification and a candidate may not have been qualified as per such minimum age qualification to apply in terms of the first advertisement but such candidate was eligible to apply pursuant to the second advertisement. Full stop. Similarly, when the upper age qualification has to be regarded, it is the second advertisement which has to be taken into account, and the relevant date for the purpose in all cases would be the last date indicated for submission of the application. Full stop. Paragraph. It is possible in an odd case that an initial advertisement is annulled for no reason whatsoever, but with the ulterior motive to avoid a candidate and issue a subsequent advertisement, similar advertisement at a time which would prejudice a particular candidate. Full stop. In this case, there is no allegation of malafide made out by the first appellant. Indeed, the first appellant could not have made such an allegation, since the first appellant chose not to be represented before the court of the first instance. Further, the first appellant herein has carried the president of the managing committee of the relevant school as the second appellant. Full stop. Since the issuance of the first advertisement and the cancellation thereof were the handiwork of the managing committee of the relevant school, and the first and second appellants appear to be on the same boat, it cannot be the first appellant's case that the second appellant cancelled the first advertisement without basis to cause prejudice to the first appellant herein. Paragraph. The order impugned is justified on all aspects and appropriately finds the first appellant herein to have been ineligible to apply for the post. Full stop. Accordingly, the order impugned dated August 29, 2022 is affirmed, and the selection of the first appellant herein for the relevant post is annulled, with a direction on the relevant school to take immediate steps in accordance with law as a consequence of full stop. Paragraph. Writ appeal number so and so is dismissed with costs assessed at ₹1,000 to be paid by the first appellant to the Meghalaya State Legal Services Authority within a fortnight from date. Thank you.
The English, item number 1.
My Lord, I am appealing on behalf of the petitioner, my Lord.
Yes.
This PI is with regard to the illegal functioning of food plants in Shalang area, my Lord. The
illegal functioning of
coke plants, my Lord. Coke plants. Coke plants.
Yes. In
Shalang area, my Lord.
Yes.
Pursuant to your Lordship's direction, my Lord, an affidavit has been filed. The government had conducted raids and they have closed around 67 coke plants, my Lord.
Yes.
And it was found that
There is a report of 16th of December passed by, filed by the Chief Secretary.
Yes, sir.
Have you got a copy of that report?
That report,
I'll procure a copy, and I've also got an affidavit from the Deputy Commissioner, my lord. An affidavit which has been filed on behalf of the Deputy Commissioner, West Khasi Hills. And it was page number 3, my lord. Page number 3 of that affidavit.
There is an affidavit which has been filed.
yes, my lord.
On behalf of Deputy Commissioner, West Khasi Hills, my lord.
Yes, page 3 of that affidavit.
May I just read out the portion, my lord?
Yes.
Page number 3, it says, my lord, in the ensuing raid, it was found that there were coke plants operating during night in the remote areas clandestinely. The units were immediately shut.
What is going on?
I'm sorry.
What is going on?
Yes, my lord. Sorry.
You think we go grazing during our spare time? That your official will tell us and we'll believe? That they were operating clandestinely during the night time?
Yes, Lord.
And it says, my lord, closure notice was pasted on 57 coke plants, my lord. And if your lordship kindly turns to page number 29 for a moment, my lord.
The matter pertains to the functioning of illegal coke plants. Full stop. Pursuant to an order passed on December 16, 2022, the Chief Secretary to the state has filed a report. Now, an affidavit has been filed on behalf of the Deputy Commissioner West Khasi Hills on January 27, 2023. Paragraphs 4 and 5 of the affidavit are of some relevance. Set out paragraphs 4 and 5. Paragraph. It is completely unacceptable to this court that a state government or its officials would be unaware of coke plants functioning in a clandestine manner during the night, for such illegal plants to be shut down only pursuant to orders passed upon receipt of a public interest litigation. Full stop. Indeed, the state stand on the entire issue of illegal mining and functioning of illegal coke plants has been less than satisfactory and, at the highest, equivocal. Paragraph. It is a matter of crying shame that despite orders of the Supreme Court, no less, a state of anarchy is brought about by the state government by flouting such orders and actively aiding in the illegal mining of coal and the functioning of illegal coke plants in the state. Paragraph. The Chief Secretary will file a report to be available at this court on February 3, 2023 as to the action taken against the errant officials, including notices of suspension, initiation of departmental proceedings, sequestration of assets and the like. Full stop. The Chief Secretary will personally carry the report to the court at its first sitting. Paragraph. The remainder of the matter will be considered after receipt of the Chief Secretary's report.
I'm deeply obliged.
Item number 2.
Next time, we'll call it a rogue government. We will call it a rogue government.
I submit, my lord, two facts, my lord. One, my lord, that the all cooking plants which were operational, my lord, we have
Come back on Friday. Call on the next matter, please.
Item number 2.
May I please, Lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, the matter relates to levy of GST on royalty, and the royalty matter is still pending.
Since the matter is still pending before the Constitution bench, let it next appear 3 months hence with liberty to the parties to mention earlier inclusion upon the conclusion of the Supreme Court matter.
Obliged.
Item number 3.
Wait, please, Your Lordship. My Lord, these are the income tax appeals, Your Lordships, regarding exemption of the tribals.
Yes.
Now, my Lord, today, my Lord, I'll seek Lordship indulgence.
No, this can't go on
No,
indefinitely.
my Lord, I was not well. I could not prepare, Your Lordship. Just last, my Lord, opportunity, Your Lordship. Give me 2 weeks' time.
No, not 2 weeks. We'll take it up next week. This matter has been dragged on for a considerable period. Paragraph since counsel submits that personal ill health seeks an adjournment on the ground of personal health, let the matter stand over for a fortnight. No further adjournment should be sought. You're for the department?
No, my Lord, I am for the appellant.
You're for the appellant. Who's for the department?
I am appearing for the department, Lordship.
Mrs. Saraf?
No, SC Kayal, Lordship.
Mr. Kaya, you're very well. Yes, it will appear 2 weeks hence. Neither side should seek an adjournment.
Lordship, we are ready, Lordship.
Very well. Yes, call on the next matter.
4, 5,
please.
6 name, man.
4, 5, 6, Lordship. Lordship, I will be grateful if your Lordship fix a date, Lordship.
There will be a date in the order if you have the patience
Lordship.
for it. Yes.
Lordship.
Item number 7.
Yes, Mr. Sudhir, who is on the other side?
Appellant is Mr. Kishore, Your Lordship, is not. Just now he was here only.
Oh, this has to wait the other matter.
Yes.
Since this matter has been adjourned, because the principal issue is pending in another matter, let this appeal stand over for 4 weeks. Yes. Yes.
Now, this is the matter, my lord. The omission of one word.
Where is the other side?
Mr. Kinta is here, my lord.
Everyone there? Where Mr. Kinta was there?
Your Lordship, he's just on his way.
The private respondent was also there. What is he? Mr. Paul was appearing for private respondent. So just find out. Just someone is there.
He's online.
Are you in a position to do the matter or not? You do the matter, I'll wait, we'll do the matter. We have the whole day.
No, Your Lordship, he's just on his way.
As per the last order, my lord, the district council were supposed to produce the original proposal which was sent.
Mr. Paul was appearing for whom?
Private respondent. The respondent.
Where is Mr. Paul? Not there? Just talk to him and indicate a date when all of you want it. Indicate to the... Yes, Mr. Kinta. Where is Mr. Paul?
Of course, yeah. I think because you are watching the boat all along, I also got misled.
Why? There's something wrong with the board.
It was showing 3-3, now it has corrected. Now it's...
There's some papers which were required to be produced.
Lordship, consequence to last order of this honorable court, the original proposal,
Where are they?
I have...
You have, okay. Can we continue the matter now
he
or?
wants an adjournment, it appears so. He has indicated to me.
Mr. Paul wants an adjournment.
Yes, he has indicated.
Tell us when do you want it, all three of you? You indicate the date, we'll have it that day.
My apologies.
That's all right. Just indicate the date, we'll have it that day.
Yes, Mr. Paul, when you want it.
I'm free most of the time.
After, could we have it on the week, starting the 20th, subject to your lordship's consent?
Yes, yes.
20th.
Week starting 20th, any date.
On 20th itself, at the request of the parties, let the matter appear on February 20. It is hoped that no further adjournment is sought. Good, bad, indifferent, finish it.
Well, it's one small prayer we had, the original records are there with the district council. If we were permitted to...
Very well. It will be open to appearing advocates to look into the original records of the district council. Full stop. Mr. Kinta should facilitate the inspection.
That should be
Grateful to you. I'll be glad.
deeply.
Downstairs also. I was out there.
You were showing 3, no?
That's what I thought it was the DB is going on.
You are saying 3.